Hello, you amazing friends. Due to all the lockdowns, we've got our Central Coast Zoom tonight. Can we all have a round of applause to officially open the event? And I want to throw it over to Elizabeth Houghton. I'm the technical guy tonight, and Elizabeth Houghton's the star of the show. Elizabeth Houghton, tell us all about you. What's going on, Elizabeth?
Well, first off, thank you ever so much for jumping on Zoom and doing this with us. It's an odd time we all find ourselves in, so important to still kind of stay connected and network and talk to people outside of our own homes because, a couple of weeks in, I'm fed up talking to my husband. Don't know if anyone else can relate with the people they live with. They're like, no, I need other people. Definitely me right now. So thank you for jumping on.
I definitely understand.
Yes. I'm Elizabeth. I started this meetup group with Ed Support. We normally go to the co-work Foundry space in Erina, and unfortunately, because of what's going on right now, Mel has actually had to shut down her business temporarily, which is really sad for her, but hopefully we'll get through it and we'll be back there with wine, cheese and crackers in no time. But I just thought it'd be really good for us all to jump on today to say hi and tell all of us a bit about each other, what we're doing, and see how we can help and support each other either in business or just through this time. So if you're on the call right at the beginning, I've had a really busy day, luckily signed a new client today, so I'm super happy. Good way to close out a Wednesday. What I do is I'm a career transition coach, so I help, generally speaking, the people under 35 to kind of figure out their careers so they don't get that little bit older and going, oh no, I really don't want to do what I've been doing. I've been doing it for 40 years and I don't want to do it anymore. Try to get in at the earlier end to help people figure that out and really kind of sing that message of at 16, when you finish school, it's really okay if you don't know what you want to do, and you can swap and change as much as you like. You don't have to get stuck into, well, this is what I studied, so this is what I have to do. You can change, and all of that is a great experience, and how you can kind of market that to propel you into another career that you love. So that is me, and I would love to hear a bit about all of you. So I was thinking of going to Annette because I know she's been working on some interesting projects recently, and I'd love to get an update on how her e-learning stuff is coming along.
Hi everyone. Most of you have met me. Hi Ed. Thanks everyone for coming on today. I try to come to the Foundry as well with Elizabeth. But as you guys know my story, I've got 2 kids, full-time single mum, so it does get very busy. So at the moment I work with women primarily. I do work with men if they need it. But to work on self-confidence and self-esteem, my mission really is to help people who are running a consulting or coaching practice or counseling practice and are looking for that extra bit of support. So as we know, we work with our clients and we don't always get the support we need as a coach or a consultant. So I'm here to help you in the background with whatever you need to deal with, whatever's happening on the outside. For me, it's my kids, so I've actually got someone supporting me, so I'm there to support you. I'm currently working on some e-learning stuff at the moment, which is really exciting. It's going to be courses, it's going to be stuff on self-worth, self-confidence, and what I've learned also as a coach along the way. So it'll be to really help anyone who needs that assistance. We all need something along the way. So hopefully that made sense to you guys. So I'm going to pick someone to move on to. Let's do Maria. Let's hear from you.
Hi everyone. Some of you may know me or not. I haven't been to the Central Coast one because I'm actually on the Sunshine Coast in Queensland. But I work with a lot of people from Sydney, so that's why I thought I'd just join in and jump on and say hi. So my name is Maria Van Vicklis, and I work with coaches, consultants and small business owners. I'm an NLP trainer as well as a coach, and I work with service-based businesses to help them grow their sales, specifically around mindset, but also bridging the gap with strategy and mindset as well. So I work with them to be able to build resilience and adaptability with their mind, but also they've got the opportunity to come and work with me to get certification in NLP as well. So that's pretty much me in a quick nutshell.
What have you been working on this week, Marie, from home?
Yeah, so I've been working a lot more with one-to-one clients, but a lot of my trainings, I'm transitioning them online. So I've looked at different structures and ways to be able to do that because they're specifically for business owners and not just for the general public. So that's what I've been working on this week.
Perfect. Thank you. Do you want to pick the next person to speak?
Tony.
Hi,
Tony.
I'm the general manager of the Beachcomber Hotel and Resort in Tuckley. So we only opened in March and obviously on lockdown now, which is great. So I actually got invited by our HR department, who seem to be in MIA this evening. I don't know where they are. But I just thought, it'd be good to connect with people around the coast. I live in Newcastle myself, so I'm still down on the coast every day for work, even though we are on lockdown. So it's if you haven't been to the Beachcomber, it's completely different to what it used to be. I know it's got a bit of a stigma of a name, but we're changing that to more of a family-friendly venue. And the renovations that the group have done are absolutely amazing. So I'd encourage you to get down there once we reopen again.
Yeah, perfect, Tony. Thank you. Yeah, I look forward to it. It's only down the road for me, so I look forward to giving that a go once we're open up again and we're allowed out for dinner. Do you want to pick the next person to speak, Tony?
Yeah, Michael.
Thanks, Tony. So my name's Michael Gray. I run a company called MKG Events. So we're a full service event management company, in-person events, online events, hybrid events, and we assist our clients with everything from the production of the event through to marketing, with customized marketing plans to get your ideal attendees, through to sponsorship, media and PR, and on-the-day delivery. So we specifically focus on coaches, speakers and consultants and charities. However, we have a very broad spectrum of events on the calendar, ranging from coaching and consulting to charity to beauty pageants to events, in private places once the restrictions are lifted, of course, and operate nationally.
Welcome.
Well, thank you.
Do you want to pick the next person?
Sure. Amir.
Good evening, everybody. I can see Ed is really getting excited about joining in the beauty pageant side. Ed, where is your lovable panda? You did such a wonderful post today with your huggable heart of a panda. Where's that cute panda of yours tonight?
Oh, Panda's not here, but my cat is just over there now. I can try and get him again.
No, that's okay. It's a cat, not a panda. Pandas are cute. Pandas are cute. So hi, everybody. Those who haven't met me, I've got 1 year only. I'm just a real estate agent. What that means is that I deal with anybody who wants a roof over their heads. So the good thing is that I deal with tenants. I deal as a buyer's agent myself, but I work with a team that do selling agents, buyer's agents, property managers, and the training behind the scenes. So that's where I don't know if you noticed my brand new logo, the 3D B tree. That's where the 3D B tree comes from. 3D because we do all three of DIY, done with you, and done for you deals. The B because, well, we only want to be where the busy bees are. And tree because my name actually means Amir. It actually means the top of a tree. So those people that didn't know that, yeah, Amir means the top of a tree, the 3D B tree. But the good thing is our Melbourne friends, thanks to Edward Zia, have drawn this logo for me. So thank you, Naomi. What do you guys think? Give me a thumbs up if you like the new logo. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's like 10 thumbs up. Awesome. Thank you. But that's all I've got to say about that. And I'd love to be able to help any of you that are moving house, thinking of setting up in an investment property, or just moving from being a tenant to being an owner. So either way, if I can help, let me know. Reach out below at the LinkedIn in the chat. I've sent through its brand new 3D B Tree Israel business page. Thank you, Ed, for helping me set that up.
Thanks, Amir. I saw that. I saw on LinkedIn that it's been changing because I know you comment on some of my stuff and I was like, oh, it's not Amir anymore. It's changed it. what's going on. And you've got a number of different pages, don't you, depending on countries now?
That's right. So we're doing a global reach. We just started a little bit in New Zealand, but New Zealand's kind of the freshest market at the moment. But I'm working with John Attridge with UK. John is an amazing connector. Thank you very much, John. So if you want to know who knows everybody in the UK, that's John. And UK is going great, absolutely great. Israel is really well connected. So Mayor Glusberg down there, he knows half of Canada as well as about a quarter of Australia. So, sometimes you get people that have lived in Australia for a while, and when they move to the other country, they take the love of Australia with them. So thankfully, we've got John in the UK, we've got Mayor in Israel. So now I'm looking for somebody who's moved from Australia to New Zealand and still loves Australia. So if you know somebody who's a real estate agent, has a real estate license, and is in New Zealand, connect me. Let me know. I'd love to connect with them.
Thank you. And I think that's a really good segue to John. Didn't quite outrightly introduce you, but John, do you want to come on and tell us a bit about you and say hi?
Yes, I run 3 businesses. One is an investigations business, one's a debt recovery business, and the other's a funeral parlour, and they're all connected. We have it structured differently at our national. And I'm only kidding, of course. So I work with businesses all around the world in 32 countries. There's about 480,000 business owners in my community globally. Typically, I work with business owners that are sort of coaches, consultants, charities, events, property related, do LinkedIn, hotel owners. But that's no one on this call, so I won't be of interest. But just in case, I put my details in the chat. And even though I've got an Aussie accent, I actually live in the UK.
I was going to say, whereabouts in the UK are you based? Because I'm from there. So whereabouts are you based?
I live in the tourist capital of the UK, where it's sunny, 380 days per year. And I'm also involved with the Bournemouth Tourism Bureau.
Oh, okay, yeah. So I grew up in Milton Keynes, so
not too far.
In Bournemouth.
So sunny Bournemouth, 4 miles of normal beach. It's got sand, 365 hotels, and 11 million visitors a year.
Thank you, John. Do you want to pick the next person?
Oh, go on. Has James had a go? I haven't seen him on the call unless he was first. There you go.
Hi.
Hi.
I was been working as a contractor doing marketing for real estate in sunny North Sydney up until the plague broke out again. So, now I'm just having a bit of relaxation and a few glasses of wine here and there. So just thought I'd pop along and see Ed's smiling face tonight. It's always a pleasure.
Thank you for coming. I really appreciate it. And I think Annette's on the wine as well already. I left mine in the lounge because I was like, I'll be good and leave it on my dining room table. Look at that.
Oh, ginger beer.
Who would you like to pick to introduce themselves next, James?
Oh, who's up? Who hasn't had a go?
I haven't.
You haven't?
No.
Annie, come on down.
Oh, thanks, James. Well, thanks for having me tonight. This is my first night in this group, which has been wonderful being on Zoom. I'm in Melbourne, lucky Melbourne. I don't have a business, but what I do have is a book that I wrote called The Strength Within. It's my story. I'm a 3 times cancer survivor, first diagnosed 41 years ago. It's a unique story, and people said to me, I need to write a book. And 30 years later, I was diagnosed with cancer again. So how's that for bad luck? But what's really exciting is I'm actually a guest speaker. I'm flying over the ocean to the UK. So I heard John is in the UK. So it's on Friday at 2 p.m. in the afternoon. It's, the organisation's called Cancer Connect. I'll put the details in the chat. And I'm a special guest there to speak about my cancer journey and the strategies that I use to overcome the illness. I don't dwell on the disease. I just focus on the positives and the good times. And anyway, as I said, 41 years late, I'm still here and very, very healthy. Actually, I got the green light from my oncologist. He said that I am actually cured. So that was brilliant news. Yeah, so if you can pop along, in the UK it's 2 p.m, but in Australia it's 11 p.m. on Friday, but it will be uploaded on YouTube later on. So hopefully I'll see you there. Thank you.
Thank you. That's great to hear that your book is still going well, because I think I heard about your book late last year or early this year on an international Zoom that ended.
Yeah.
So that's great that you're getting talking opportunities elsewhere in the world to share your journey and your positivity around
Especially
it.
my book launch was cancelled last March 2020. So, and I still haven't been able to have a book launch.
Shall we head on over to Mark? Because I don't think Mark said hi yet.
Good evening, everybody. I'm a little bit new to Zoom. I'm getting some echo on
Cool. I think Mark's having technical difficulties.
Actually, Mark, we've lost your audio, Mark. Maybe while you're getting your audio going, type in what you're about and include your link and everything. We can see it, but your audio died. Type in your stuff, Mark. Oh, yeah, gotcha. Go. Say again, Mark.
I was 30 years in the security industry, and I had a midlife crisis and became a trader. So now I install garage doors and anything relating to garage doors and shutters and stuff like that.
Congratulations, man.
Just a tip, Mark. I think you need speakers and a headphone. I get the same thing if I do it without them, and it just ends up with a big lot of echoes.
Right.
He sounds like he's in space.
I was going to say, like, sounds like the start to a movie, doesn't it? It's very official. You've got all of our attention.
Yeah. Like that Matthew McConaughey film where he does that weird stuff through multiple dimensions.
Yeah. Leanne, do you want to say hi to all of us?
Hi, everyone. I think I'm going to echo too. I don't know. Might be where we're at. So firstly, thank you for welcoming to this group, Ed. I'm actually new to the Central Coast. Immigrated from South Africa to Australia 21 years ago. And I have family in the Central Coast, but I've just been here for like 2 months. So I'm pretty new, and I'm just really excited to meet new like-minded, soulful, heart-centered women and men. I just wanted to say to you, Annie, I loved your story, and you're an absolute blessing to this world. And the reason why you're here is to make a difference, and to be able to go out now internationally and share your story is just truly a divine blessing. So I'm super passionate. I'm a holistic beauty coach, and I'm just super passionate about empowering women to look and feel their best from the inside and out, and to help them through that journey to become the best versions of themselves, to awaken the divine goddess within, and to tap into their own inner beauty and divine feminine, and to ignite that spark that they have within, and bring back joy and fun and adventure and excitement back into their life, and just lead a more fulfilled, aligned and purposeful life. And that's what I do. I am being very busy this week actually launching, I own Leanne Holistic Health and Beauty, but I'm actually launching my new company and website, Divine Coaching as well, which is very exciting. So I've been very busy the last 48 hours this week getting that all up and running. I'm also an ambassador for Brains magazine. So this is quite an incredible honour to be able to write internationally. I never thought that I was a writer. I wasn't very good at English. I kind of just passed English. I remember being back at school and not really being able to get an essay together. But through my own personal journey and transformation in the last 5.5 years, and my own spiritual transformation, I've tapped into the ability to write. And I don't have a book yet, but I have been able to share and inspire others through my writing. And I've had 2 articles already published, and I've just written my 3rd. So just really excited to see where that all goes, and just go out there and make a difference. So thank you for having me.
Hi, thank you so much for being here. Welcome to the Central Coast. How are you enjoying it 2 months in?
I love it. my heart is where the ocean is, and I've always wanted to have a lifestyle.
I'm just going to go and put the
Marks with me. So yeah, and I've always had a vision of wanting to live by the ocean, and I'm loving the Central Coast and the lifestyle. I think just I'm grateful for the connections that I do have in Sydney, because that extends, North Shore, East, West. But my sister's been living here for about 15 years, and my mum and dad just moved up here too. So to have myself, my sister, and my mum and dad all within like 15 minutes of me is just a blessing. And I just I'm in Copacabana, so I just literally walk 5 minutes down to the beach, go down to Avoca Beach with my kids, with my dog, and yeah, just loving. It's like a breath of fresh air here, to be honest. Like even through COVID, it feels like I'm still on holiday. So I just truly love it, and so grateful to have got here. My goal was to get to live in the Sunshine Coast. I want to live in Noosa. That's my dream.
Central Coast, way better.
I thought I'd go from Sydney to Noosa, but I've ended up here, so it's a stepping stone. Yeah, but no regrets.
You've reached the top. You've reached the best there is.
Thanks. Well, may not need to move, but I'm very happy here. Yeah.
Well, welcome. Thank you ever so much for coming along. It's great to meet you. So back over to Ed.
Yeah, so I just want to say that is everyone we've had so far. Just want to say a big welcome to everyone. Just to let you know, it is being recorded, and keep networking and mingling. I actually want to bounce back to one of our leaders. Both Elizabeth Houghton and Annette T runs the Central Coast group. And of course, while I've got you all as well, what I'm going to do is right now, I'm actually going to dig up the invite for the next Central Coast meetup. So just bear with me. I'm just on my PC now. Now, two things will happen. What I'm going to do is I'm going to share the link with you now for the next Central Coast meetup. Please book in. 50-50 chance it'll be a face-to-face meetup, or it'll be a Zoom. So our next Central Coast meetup is on Wednesday, August the 6th. Wednesday, August the 11th. So I'm just sharing that link right now. So please book in right here. Again, touch wood, it'll be face-to-face. Otherwise, it'll be a Zoom. But here is a link right here. So please book in right away. So click that link right now and book in for the next Central Coast. And it should be face-to-face, but we'll see what happens. And I actually want to bounce over to amazing Annette T for the moment and just check in with you, Annette T. What's happening in the Central Coast? What red pills would you like to drop on us or anything?
Gosh. I think I dropped all my red pills last week. Or like yesterday was, it feel like last week. I don't know. I'm just saying keep your energy up at the moment, because I'm down at Woi Woi, which is amazing, near the water. So I don't know. I'm just saying to people, like, just keep your energy nice and high and positive, and we're going to all have low moments. But yeah, just keep your energy positive and hope that things are going to get better. And we're all moving online now. So if you've got a physical business, it's time to move online. That's my red pill.
Oh, legendary. Legendary. Who would like to respond to awesome Annette? What thoughts do you have for Annette, everyone?
I think that's exactly, I completely 100% aligned to that, Annette. I think we have to be the light in the darkness. We have to raise our vibration every day. And it's everything we're going through now is just a mindset game. It's just a challenge. So, through our strength together, we can actually help lift others and raise others. And, our negative thoughts create our reality. So basically, we're just to be mindful of our thoughts and just show more love and kindness to people around us right now, because we don't really know. We might think we know what people are going through, but we're probably, most of us, we never really know what people are going through right now. And just have an open heart, no judgment, just observe and listen and show more love and kindness and compassion during this time. And that's how we can make a difference to others.
Never know what anyone's going through. So yeah, I love that.
Oh, Who here? I was just going to say, opening up to everyone that's here, who would like to drop a red pill on the audience? Now, the definition of a red pill is a reference to the Matrix films. Blue pill basically means you're just following the establishment, not thinking, which is not you awesome people. Red pill means you're dropping a dangerous free thinking idea on the audience. So who here would love to drop a red pill? Please drop a red pill, someone. Amir.
All right. So this is an interesting one that I had through one of my engineering friends that contacted me this morning through Facebook. And I was saying yesterday on Edzia Zoom that I've now become a essential worker. So what does that mean? So from the real estate perspective, real estate agents are not essential workers. But I found somebody on Clubhouse, I think it was, that signed me up as a energy provider. So now I can speak to somebody about their energy and their gas. And what that means is one of the business cards that I hold up with my phone, if I ever get pulled over by police, is I do electricity. It's essential. So that's the red pill for the night. And somebody contacted me about that this morning, Matt, who lives on the Central Coast, and said, are you still in Oberon or are you locked down in Sydney? Are you in Randwick? And I said, no, I live in Randwick, but I'm not locked down. I'm an essential worker. He goes, well, what, did you get trade qualified? No, just have friends who have friends. It's good to have friends.
Oh, here. Who wants to respond to Amir with something cool? Who wants to say something to awesome Amir?
You're in Melbourne, aren't you, Amir? No. Oh, Queensland. Where are you? Are you in Sydney too? Oh, okay.
There you go. Pretty cool, huh?
I don't have a red pill or a green pill or a yellow pill, but you guys, I'm really baffled because, we were in lockdown for 6 months in Melbourne. We've had 5 lockdowns and you've only really had 1.
19 hours.
And you're kind of, I know it's a shock to your system, but we're used to it. It's just have to do it and that's it.
I put in the chat just a stat that I shared yesterday that we had 53,000 new infections here in the UK yesterday alone, 53,000, and we're now celebrating completely unlocked.
Yeah.
Why is that? Because 87% of the population is vaccinated. So get with the program, guys, and get out of that rut that you're stuck in.
Yeah. Well, we haven't got the vaccines. That's our problem.
I think we'd love to get on the program and get our vaccines. But yeah, I've got lots of family in the UK and they're all very excited that now, especially with school holidays as well, open Slava, they can actually have a good time compared to what they've had for the period. But Annie, do you have any tips for us in terms of how to get through our lockdown? Like, you've experienced it far more than what we have on the Central Coast and in Sydney. So what's your top 3 tips to keep sane during this period?
Look, I'm just dealing with this the same as I dealt with my cancer. You've got to just think positive. There is a light at the end of the tunnel. We can see how quickly it spreads with those removalists. They came from New South Wales to Melbourne. That's why we're in predicament. There was one case in South Australia and they went straight into lockdown with 1 case. I wrote my book. It was published February 2020. My book launch was organised for March 2020, right on the eve of the first lockdown. And as I said earlier, I haven't had a book launch yet and it's 18 months ago. Look, Zoom's just been brilliant. Just keep connecting with people on Zoom. I mean, I met Ed through Zoom and it's just been absolutely brilliant. I've made so many wonderful contacts. I've made friends through Ed's group. It's just been fantastic. Keep smiling. There is a light at the end of the tunnel. And the most important thing is it's to keep all of us safe. I know young people say, oh, I'm young, I'm healthy, I'm not going to die from it. But it's not about that. It's about if you get it, you're going to spread it. You become a super spreader. And that's why it's important that everybody just tries to do the right thing. Wear your mask and sterilise, sterilise your hands and keep smiling and keep connecting on these Zoom meetings and talk to people.
Thank you for that. And that's so important, isn't it, to keep connecting during this time, because it's so easy to kind of, as I said at the beginning, fed up talking to my husband. It's so easy to kind of get stuck in that and not still connecting with people. But we're lucky we have the technology to enable us to still connect and reach out where we can.
Yeah, and my husband's a mad golfer, you know, so of course he can't play golf, and that he's got to spend 24/7 with me, and that nearly kills him. So he's been making jam and baking cakes, you know, just find something else to do. It's great.
I did want to ask Annie. Sorry, have you done a Zoom book launch?
I did with the local library. I did a meeting with the Casey Cardinia Library. It wasn't really a book launch. It was more of a Q&A with me. But no, I haven't, because I keep thinking, you know, we're going to get through lockdown. I'll be able to go out and have a book launch. But the libraries, they've been because they're government buildings, they've been very slow at opening up and having, you know, can have 10 people in a room. But yeah, no, so I'm not that fussed. I'm just glad that my goal was to write a book and publish it. So I reached that goal, and, you know, quite a few people in the meetings have bought the book. I'm getting known. I've done a few interviews. I've been on radio and TV and the newspaper. So I've had a little bit of notoriety out there. So getting my name out there.
Need to get you on Joe Rogan Experience.
Joe Rogan.
That'll get you a few sales.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Oh, well, send me his details. I'll get in touch with him.
Yeah, I'll bring him up.
Oh, okay. Is he in Australia or overseas?
No.
Joe Rogan's a big global podcaster, and basically if you get on Joe Rogan's podcast, you'll be a multi-millionaire very quickly.
Oh, wouldn't that be nice?
Joe Rogan is Oprah for men.
Oh, is really?
Yeah.
Yeah, I tried to get onto Oprah, but it's pretty tough.
Yeah. Oprah's in a bit of trouble too right now. So I'd treat her as radioactive Oprah if I was you.
Oh, really? Wow.
Yeah. Yeah, she said all this weird racist stuff, and she's gotten a lot of trouble on this one.
Oprah?
Oh,
yeah,
Oprah. Have you seen her that she was friends with that John of God dude from Brazil that was heavily involved in human trafficking?
Yeah. Yeah, it's crazy. Oprah, I used to love
I don't trust Oprah. I do not trust Oprah.
And Oprah was besties with Harvey Weinstein, and there are photos. So crazy. Hey, I just want to bounce over to Iman, who's on the line. Can we wave to Iman? How you doing, Iman?
Hi, Ed. Hi, Elizabeth. Good to see you, and nice to meet you all. Good. I'm actually just here to say hi. I've been working since 7 a.m. this morning, so I'm exhausted, and I also need to get back to say hi to my family after 12 hours. So if you don't know me, I'm in Central Coast in Terrigal, doing IT, analytics, BI stuff. So good to be here.
And Iman, tell us a bit more about what you do and exactly how you help people.
My company helps medium to large size organizations to become more data driven so they can make informed decisions. That's in a nutshell. But basically, we help them by providing some data and analytics solutions, management dashboards, advanced analytics. So basically, managers and decision makers can have a dashboard so they can make better informed decisions. And that's usually for large scale government or corporate, that type of organization that we work with.
Wow. Who would love to say something positive and awesome to Iman?
I was going to say thank you ever so much for coming on Zoom, because I know you came to our last face-to-face, I think. So thank you so much for making the effort in joining us on here today, especially after such a long day working. Has work increased now there's, like, we're back in lockdown? Is that what's kind of spurred on the longer hours?
Actually, we do everything online since start of pandemic. So past 14 months or so, 14 months, we've been doing everything online. For me personally, my business it was actually positive for us in IT, because I think now the digital transformation, which was just a buzzword, now becomes reality, and more organizations, especially in government, they were not really ready to do any change. Now they forced to make changes that, actually my company, we grew more than 120% last year compared to the year before, which was 100% compared to the year before that. So we're growing doubling almost every year, which is good, and I'm happy.
That's fantastic.
Thank you.
Wow. And just a quick one, everyone, as well. What we're doing is we're recording this Zoom. So afterwards, I'll get the recording out. But can I get a photo of you wonderful people? This will be the cover for the Zoom. If that's all right, what I want you to do is get closer to the camera and look into the lens, and please smile and hold the pose. And there's Shuja from Dubai. Good seeing you, Shuja, all the way from Dubai. So smile, hold the pose, hold the pose. 3, 2, 1, smile and hold the pose. Got it, my friends. That was a sensational shot. And I just want to say, does anyone want to see the photo? Do you want to see how the photo looks? Anyone want to see? All right, I'll show you the photo on my PC.
It's like, no, don't want to see that.
There's the photo. What do we all think, huh? Pretty good? Yeah, everyone seems relatively happy. So big welcome to everyone. I was just going to say, we've got my friend Shuja from Dubai here. Shuja, do you want to say hello or anything?
Hi everyone. How are you? How is everything?
Good. Tell us a bit about you, Shuja. What's happening in Dubai?
Yeah, it's like a bit. They are planning to start lockdown, but let's see. We're still not in the like everything is normal as well at the moment. We are doing celebration for Eid at the moment. Let's see.
Yeah. How are you going with Eid and all that? Are you doing all right not eating all day? Or are you starving to death? How are you doing with all that, Shuja?
Yeah, actually, day before yesterday, I went for the shopping and all that. A little bit. I purchased some things for me and like this.
It's a pleasure. Shuja, does anyone want to say something cool to Shuja from Dubai?
Hi, Shuja. I don't know if you celebrate this, but Eid Mubarak. I think today is a celebration in your country, right?
Yes. In my country, there is a goat cutting and all that. The things are going on.
Awesome. Wow. There you go. Can we have a round of applause to Shuja? Shuja, great having you with us, man. A big thank you. Now, I was going to say, who would like to drop a red pill on the audience? Anyone, if you want to drop a red pill or say hello, please unmute and go for it. Say hello, drop a red pill, talk about how much, Samsung's better than Apple, whatever you want to talk about, go for it.
I'm not sure that's what Annette's results showed. I think they were more Apple, were they not?
They were Apple, and I did that just for Ed, because Ed was telling me how amazing Samsung was at the last workshop. So that was for Ed.
Yeah.
I personally converted 3 Apple fans to Samsung. So I think I did.
Samsung.
Samsung are for winners.
There you go. Iman, you're doing God's work. The more people you take away from Apple is the more people you save from Satan. There you go.
Apple is crapple.
Yeah.
But that was you.
Yeah. I was going to say Apple are racist just for no reason. If Apple are a racist company and Samsung are more inclusive. I don't know if that's true, but I'm just going to start saying that.
So how many people own an iPad, just out of curiosity? Okay, so you own Apple. See, Apple?
They have iPads, but they're like, no, Samsung.
No, I can't. I used to work for Samsung Electronics, so I will not bag them.
Oh, got it.
Sorry, but I love Apple.
Oh.
But I can't. I was part of the team back in the day that built Samsung in Australia. So that was my old life, my old career.
Wow. Well, there you go. So no, it's I was just going to say, I actually want to pick on someone who's pretty cool. I actually want to bounce over to amazing Elizabeth Houghton for the minute. Elizabeth, can you drop a red pill on us? Something that will really mess with our heads.
I don't think I have one, to be honest. I'm really trying to, like, I just cut onions. I've just been making dinner and I rubbed my eye and now my eye is like absolutely killing me. So I don't think I have a red pill. Don't cut onions and then rub your eye, maybe it. But no, like.
That's good advice.
Pardon?
That's good advice.
It is good advice, right? It's not really a red pill though. Like, it's standard, you know, common sense. Don't cut onion and then put your finger in your eye.
Yeah. Well, don't touch your willy after you've chopped up chili.
I know this is gross. I did that the other day, and don't do it. Just don't do that. I know
you can back me up.
Yeah, I hate to say it, I know it's gross, and I shouldn't bring it up, but yes, it's a bad thing to do. I'll just say that much. No, we're doing good, guys. Tony Bowen's got to run, so we'll give a big wave to Tony. We'll see you soon. And I was going to say, I just love you winners. Let's bounce over to the amazing Leanne for the moment, and let's get a red pill from Leanne. Leanne, do you want to mess with our heads and say something really cool?
Oh gosh, you caught me off guard. Something.
What's
really
your favorite
cool.
dinosaur?
Yeah.
The brontosaurus. The big one with that eats plants.
The vegetarian one.
The vegetarian with the long neck. That would be my favorite dinosaur. Does that count as a red pill? I don't know. I guess, I don't know. What counts as a red pill? Sorry, I'm all new to it.
Tell us, what's something you've learned lately that you'd love to share with us all?
I've learned that I'm not in control.
Oof. That's a red pill.
That I actually, the more you surrender and allow things will work out. Sometimes when we force things, they're actually not in our highest good. So it's about having that unwavering faith that whatever is happening to us every day is actually happening not to us, but for us, because there's a lesson in everything. And so even though we may not understand what that lesson is, eventually we can connect the dots back and we can see how what actually has happened is in our highest good. So having that unwavering faith that things will work out for our highest good, which comes from a state of mind, I guess, of moving out of your ego and more into your divinity. So yeah.
Wow, that's deep. That's a red pill. Who would like to say something positive to Leanne in response to that?
That's a red pill. Given that you were put on the spot, that is a powerful red pill to be just surrender and know what is happening is for our own good. I off the back of that, I ran a workshop 2 months ago now, and we were talking about tuning back into our intuition and listening to our gut, because over time we kind of stop listening to ourselves because we think we know best, but really all of those intuitions and all of those little things like signs our body gives us is our body telling us what we're doing isn't right for us or we need to do something different, and tuning back into that is really powerful.
And I've also learned that if you're not getting uncomfortable every day, you're not growing.
Oof. Man, that's I'm going to respond to that one. The more I push myself is the more you succeed. If you just do same as yesterday, you just become a loser. I've proven that. Oh, God. Who thinks Leanne's pretty cool? Can I get a thumbs up if you think Leanne's pretty cool? Yes.
Thank you.
Yes.
At least I'll be welcome back in the group.
Definitely.
I don't know if I will be, but you definitely are, Leanne.
Well, thank you. My heart was beating like 1,000 miles an hour because, like it's just meeting new people, and usually that it's like, oh well, what will they think of me? Will they like me? All that normal silly stuff that your head starts saying.
Can I tell everyone a funny quick story in response to Leanne? I won't bore you guys. Years ago, before I took off on Meetup and LinkedIn, I used to get a lot of clients from business chambers, and I used to be on the board of Parramatta Chamber. And I had no money in those days. And I remember I had to go to a business chamber meeting, and I just checked my bank account. I had 88 cents in the bank, and I was wearing a business suit, and I was about to go into a chamber meeting to tell everyone how awesome I am, and I had 88 cents in the bank. That messed me up. Imagine what was going through my head at the time. I got 88 cents in the bank, and I got to go to a business chamber meeting. That was hard. Can anyone relate to that one?
Yep.
James?
Yeah, so
please, go.
Oh, no. I was going to say that the reticular activation system that we were talking about before, about the divinity and seeing the kind of stuff that your intuition brings up is spot on there, Leanne. Thank you for sharing that.
I think I'm in the right group.
Hey, can we give Leanne a round? Can we give Leanne a love heart? Can we show Leanne some love? There we go. Love from Leanne.
I know. Yeah.
I can't. My hand's still broken. I'm recovering from a broken arm as well, so I've really been in the walls the last 2 weeks.
Oh, sorry to hear, Annie. What was that when you punched me in the face when I insulted you?
Oh, yeah. I slipped in the garage and landed on my elbow, so my 2 fingers, they kind of don't work very well. They're frozen. Yeah. Anyway. Yeah, just keep smiling, keep going. There's people worse off than yourself, I say.
That's true. Who here would like, we've got 10 minutes left. Who here would like to drop a red pill or say something really cool? Now's your chance. Unmute and say some cool stuff.
I got something.
Shoot, James.
I was thinking the other night, this is pretty random, but if you had a telescope that was powerful enough and you traveled away from Earth faster than the speed of light, you'd actually be able to look back in time, back to Earth, and see stuff from back in time. So if you traveled like 2 million light years away fast enough, you'd be able to see what was happening on the planet 2 million years ago.
Crazy. And I'm going to add to that, the thing that I find fascinating is when you look up into the sky, you're actually seeing millions of years in the past. So what you see in the sky happened millions of years ago.
Yeah.
It kind of messes with my head. I don't know about you, James.
Well, that's how I was thinking of it. So I was looking, I like to look at the stars. Who doesn't?
Here.
I'd love to respond to that. I feel like all the time when I'm looking behind me, I'm seeing my past.
Good one, Dad.
Yeah. We're getting really philosophical tonight. Who wants to say something really deep and even more philosophical?
I was just going to ask you a random question. As we've just been talking about space, are you going to be joining Richard Branson on his space mission?
I saw an ad for that.
Or Jeff Bezos?
Jeff Bezos.
Jeff Bezos. Well, he was late to it, right? Like he was second, so he's not the best anymore.
I think I'd rather go with Branson. I think he'd be a bit more fun to go into space with. Bezos has got he's got a wonky eye. You wouldn't want that. If something happened, you wouldn't want the last thing you saw to be Jeff Bezos. I'd prefer to hang out with Elon or Branson.
Elon. And by the way, I've got a wonky eye, so there you go. I got hit in the one of the fights I lost, I got hit in the head really badly. So I've still got a wonky eye to this day. So there you go.
There you go.
So I got a good wonky eye. Every now and then it does show. A few people, I think Annette's picked my wonky eye first. When I get tired, my wonky eye shows up. Yeah, Annette's picked it.
When you get tired at the pub.
Yeah, exactly. Then my eye gets all wonky. Annette picked it. And she goes, yeah, I lost a fight. So I did lose a few fights. Then I started winning towards the end. That's another story for another time. There you
I think
go.
everyone has fights they both win and lose at different times, so
Oh,
perfectly normal.
that's a red pill, Michael. Can you expand on that a little bit?
Well, I guess life isn't always easy, and there's a lot of unforeseen challenges, I guess, like, for example, COVID, who, in 2019 would have forecasted the government would have lost their mind and locked down the whole country because 6 people just died from a disease when 400 Australians die every day.
Yeah. Well said.
And I don't mean to be too controversial, but I know a lot of people that are suffering so badly, and it's very, very concerning. So, yeah.
Yeah.
I think that mental health piece needs to start coming out a lot more. I feel like, let's get controversial about it, but like, we've been really focused on keeping people physically healthy in terms of like not getting COVID and physically healthy, but we've kind of forgotten actually that toll on people's mental health with not being able to work like right now, like James, or not being able to go home. Like, at the end of the day, Australia is built on expats, and we're told we can't see our family, and that conversation in my mind isn't happening loud enough right now around, okay, what are we doing to help that side? It's great that we're not in hospital, but how are we helping our mental health along the way?
But on the other side of it, Elizabeth, some of us are actually isolated with our family too. So
yes, well, that's a problem as well, right? Like, mental health help support with that as well. It's just like that conversation around what, like, yes, we're physically healthy, but what are we doing? What is our government doing? What services are available for us to stay mentally strong, right? There's only so much resilience someone can have, and this has been going on for 2 years.
Well, at least Aldi's open, and they've been on fire with specials.
Aldi. This is Aldi ginger
mate,
beer.
Aldi has been coming out with just absolute gold.
In this morning.
They don't have that at my Aldi, and I would know.
Yeah, it's the on a funny note, just talking about Aldi for the minute. Whenever I bring up Aldi in our webinars, everyone just talks about how awesome Aldi is. I've actually reached out to I'm not kidding, by the way. I actually have reached out to the general manager of Aldi Australia, and I'm actually speaking to them to actually do not kidding, to actually do an Aldi dedication Zoom. So just a Zoom on how much we love Aldi. We've reached out to the Costco GM and the Aldi GM, and I'm not kidding. We're actually going to do Zooms where we're just basically an Aldi fan club or a Costco. So we've got Aldi and Costco are the ones we want to look at. So I added the Costco GM yesterday, but hopefully we'll pull one of them off. But I want to do like an Aldi dedication Zoom where we talk about Aldi and how it's changed our lives, and I am a testament of that. Who loves Aldi? I'm a fanboy of Aldi. I can't get enough of them. You know?
And Bunnings.
Yeah. Bunnings is pretty good.
Go Bunnings, number four in the Google searches.
A Bunnings sausage, and then a nice little shop at Aldi. That's a complete weekend. Yeah.
You know what? After this, because I actually live directly opposite Bunnings in Northmead, in like near Parramatta. After this, I'm actually going to reach out to the GM of Bunnings Australia and ask them for the same thing. Because they're all on LinkedIn, so that's how I can reach out to them. It's really good.
And tell them about your Google review superstar status, because Bunnings would love that. Imagine number 4 on Google already. And here is the Google endorser, Ed Zia himself.
Yeah. But it's all just about the power of Aldi. But I was just going to say, we've got a few minutes left before I just dominate talking about my love for Aldi, and I couldn't agree with you more on that point, James. Who else would like to say anything cool in our last few minutes? If you've got anything you want to say, now's your time to say it. Please unmute and say whatever you want to say.
I'd love to hear from you about your Google reviews.
Can I show everyone for a quick minute? Can I share screen and show everyone really quickly? Is that okay? I won't dominate the conversation because that's not my thing, but very quickly, I'm just going to show you my Google reviews so you know I'm not lying. So you should be able to see my screen, but I actually am now one of Australia's top Google reviewers. Let's go to Google Maps. So you know I'm not kidding.
You only started doing this like eight 8-9 weeks ago, was it? Google reviews?
Yeah, about 6 months ago. But I want to show you this. So if you look at the top left, see how it says Edwards Ear Local Guide Level 9? This is basically top 1%, but I want to let this do all the proof. Look at the number of views my photos have had. See that number there?
Bloody hell.
Yeah. And I'll show you my top viewed photos on Google. And I'm getting clients and everything. So I'll show you my top viewed photos on Google. If you look at the feed here, ironically, Castle Hill RSL, 700,000 plus views. De Graves in Melbourne, 700,000 plus. Sydney Airport, almost 700,000 views. So it's just been, it's changed my whole presence because a lot of people then find me on Google reviews and then add me on LinkedIn. So it's been crazy. So absolutely insane. So there you go. So yeah, and it's been funny. It's so wherever I go somewhere, I just do Google reviews, and it's just so easy. And I get seen at least 100,000 times a day on Google reviews now, which has been incredible. So yeah, my advice to anyone is start doing Google reviews. If you like have a local cafe or a supermarket or an Aldi or something that you like, take some photos, stick a 5-star review on it, because you get a lot of views and people see it. And also the person who owns or manages that store sees it. So the right people see your Google reviews. So yeah, it's been crazy. Out of nowhere too. If you said this to me 6 months ago, I would have laughed at you, but here we are today. Crazy. So there you go. Any questions or thoughts? Just nuts, huh?
Pretty nuts.
Yeah. But great
So
thing.
do you take a photo with everything?
Only what I do is if I don't, I do 5-star reviews only. So if I don't think someone's 5-star, I just won't touch them.
Yeah.
So all my reviews are 5 stars.
Give them a 1.
Yeah, give them a 1.
Just to spice it up a bit.
Yeah. I'll go troll the Apple stores. Go to the Apple stores and say,
Woolies.
I bought an iPhone and a cockroach jumped out. I'll just say stuff like that. Yeah, go troll Apple. No, it's unbeat. I just do 5 stars only if I mean it. If I don't mean it, I won't do it, but only 5 stars only. So anyway, I know it's off topic, but just thought I'd show it to you. Crazy, but get into Google reviews, everyone. It's free and just so easy to do and a great way of promoting yourself.
Can you do it from your business page, Ed?
Yes, you can. Yes, you can. Don't ask me how, but you can. I've seen people do it.
You just need to log in as your business. So when you log into Google, it has like you at the top, and you're either logged in with like your personal account or your business account. As long as you're logged in as your business account, it will then register your review under your business account. So it just depends on how you have it set up. It might be a little bit more complicated on your phone over your laptop.
Yeah. Gotcha. So yeah, friends, I was going to say that brings us to the end. Does anyone want to say anything before we hand over to Elizabeth to close the evening?
Yeah, Ed, did you want to talk about your Persuader workshop coming up in August?
Oh, thank you. Just to let you know, you're awesome, Annette. Thank you for that setup. On Saturday, the 14th of August, I'm just sharing the link now, we've got our next influencer workshop. So our workshops used to be face-to-face. They're now going to be Zoom from here onwards because of the whole world we're in. So great price. Check out that link, Saturday, the 14th of August, and you can pay afterwards. So if you want in, just fill in the form or just let me know you want in. We'll sort you all out. And our clients get the loyalty rate of $199 plus GST. Or if it's your first time with us, you get a wonderful rate of $299 plus GST. So check it all out. If you're interested, just let me know. You can pay afterwards. So thank you, Annette, for that setup. Appreciate it. Well, let's hand back to Elizabeth to officially close the event. Elizabeth, the event closure is yours.
I was going to say thank you ever so much for coming. I was really reserved about doing a Zoom meetup, as Ed knows, because I was like, no, let's just cancel July and we'll come back in August, because I didn't know how it was going to go at all, especially with people we haven't necessarily met, trying to build a conversation and have a virtual networking. So thank you ever so much for coming along and introducing yourselves and getting to know each other. And I just purely think this works exactly the same as a face-to-face. Like if you've met someone who has said something that's interesting, or you want to continue the conversation after this Zoom, connect on LinkedIn, reach out, have a virtual coffee with each other. You don't need to wait until next month to get back together to be able to have a conversation. So you keep the conversation going outside of, I guess, this container that Ed and I and Annette have created for everyone. And thank you for coming along.
Thank you, everyone. Love your work.